Hey there. So I've gotten a couple messages asking me if I was through hiking this summer, and as you can see by the registration tag, I am. And I'm going to be heading down to Georgia the first week of April, and we're going to do this thing. We're going to hike the whole enchilada this time. Everybody loves the pre-hike gear video, and I'm no different, so I'm going to show mine. I'm going to put my lighter pack link in the description. I'm coming in right at around 11.7 pounds, and the three things I always focus on are weight, safety, and comfort. I have to have all three when I make a decision on a product. Pretty much everything's still the same, two changes. As you can see, different pack, and I'm going with a different tent that I fell in love with during the off season. And but aside from that, you know, pretty much all the standard stuff, but I'll try not to take up too much time. Let's get into it. Let's talk about gear worn. Starting in the back, I've got the Black Diamond Trail Ergo corks with 3 feet of duct tape on each trekking pole. These are my all-time favorites. These are the Merrell All Out Blaze Aero Sport. I believe there's what they're called. Very lightweight, great sole, and comfortable foot box. Pair of darn tough socks, some ex officio sport boxer briefs, 6-inch cut, and then for a shirt, I've got a Nike Dry Fit Classic Runners shirt and a pair of convertible Columbia Silver Ridge with the Omni shade protection. Convertible pants are hit and miss with people. This brand that I've been wearing incessantly over winter does not irritate or aggravate me where the zipper is turns into shorts, and so I'm going to be starting off with the long pants, especially in early April with the weather. This is my big four, and I'm going to go left to right, starting with the Nemo Hornet 2P. About 8 months ago, I got a Hornet 1P and really liked it. And I'm 6'2", and I actually fit inside of a one-person tent, which kind of started getting me looking into the Nemo product line. And for the thru hike, I just wanted to get a bigger space of a tent for those days where I'm stuck inside in the rain. And so I went with the Nemo Hornet 2P. What I really like about it is, as you can see here, it can the fly in the inner can condense down. Everything's stuffable, so it goes inside the pack real nicely. I'm going to carry the poles on the outside. In the center here, this is the big addition. This is the Z-Packs Arc Blast 55 liter, and I really like it. I really like it. There's a lot of moving parts to the suspension system, which some people are a little concerned about. But what I found is it's one of the few packs where you can dial in a fit down to the millimeter, because there's so many ways to adjust your suspension. So as long as you get the right torso length to begin with, you can really dial it in for a sweet fit. And so I'm going to be going with it. I think with my side pocket, hip belt pockets, and I also got the lumbar. I think it's like 23 ounces. So great piece of kit. Going up here, you can see my video on the Katabatic Gear Flex 30. I've got a in-depth review of that. And I changed out sleeping pads. This is the Nemo Tensor 20 regular insulated. And I really like that. I'm a fan of rectangular sleep pads now after sleeping on that Neo Air SV. I changed out because the Neo Air SV has a product flaw where it was losing air, and it turns out it wasn't, it's not user error, it's MSR actually acknowledged that it is a product flaw. So I went to the Nemo Tensor 20 regular insulated, and I've been enjoying it so far. And then lastly, you can see this on my favorite gear of 2016. This is the Big Sky Dream Sleeper Pillow. So I'm going to cover cooking and water and food storage now. In the back here, this is the Snow Peak Mini Soloist Titanium set. It's got I think it's an 850 milliliter pot and a 10-ounce drinking cup. You can see the hot lips there for my morning coffee so I don't burn my lips. Stuff sack, and this is the new MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Bought it on a whim, and I have just been really enjoying it. You can see a little bit more in-depth interview of this knife and fork combo on my favorite gear of 2016. It's the Human Gear Duo Bites, or Human Gear Go Bites Duo. I keep always mispronouncing it wrong. And then I just got a lighter and a pack towel. That all fits in. Obviously, there will be a fuel canister as well. For drinking storage, I've got a 2-liter Evernew water bladder. And also not shown, but will be there, is a 1-liter Smart Water bottle and a 0.75 or a 750 milliliter Smart Water drinking bottle as well. Gonna go with the Sawyer Squeeze again. And this is the Tornado tube, so I can hook up my bladder of dirty water, my squeeze, and then the Smart Water bottle, and basically create a gravity feed. I actually have a video on that. You can check that out. I think it's called a Sawyer Gravity Feed Hack video. Then lastly, storage. My Z-Pack spare bag kit had finally run its course. I had it for 4 years, and it was due for a replacement. I needed a little bit more extra space, and because I hang everything that comes with a set, so my cook kit and everything. If I have 4 or 5 days of food, I need the extra room. So I went with a Sea to Summit 20-liter bag, along with 50 feet of bare bag cord. Here's the clothing I'm going to carry. And up top here, I got a Luke's ultralight beanie. Right below that is a pair of Mountain Hardwear gloves. They're real light. I think they're like 1.5 ounces. They got the little touchscreen thingamabob technology where I can access my phone and whatnot. And then for my sleeping clothes slash cold weather clothes, I've got a pair of North Face top and bottom long sleeve long john thermals. Up top here, I've got the Montbell X-Lite Anorak. It's the hoodless version, and I've had that a few times on videos. For rain gear, I'm going with a Frog Togs Ultralight 2 rain jacket, and then on top here you can see my very favorite piece of gear ever, which is the Z-Pack's Cuban fiber kilt. You can see the kilt review on my favorite gear of 2016. It's more than just a kilt, it's pretty multi-purpose. Coming up here, I'm gonna have 2 pairs of darn tough socks, and then a extra Nike running shirt, you know, just a standard Nike running dry fit shirt. And then for shorts, these are they're called Soffies, and they're silkies, and it's the type that the Marine Corps wears, you know, very lightweight. I think this pair is, you know, only a couple ounces, and I'll be using these for either town shorts or, you know, if I have a malfunction with my other clothes, I've got a spare set of backup. All that fits perfectly inside a 4-liter Sea to Summit dry bag. Lastly, this is pretty much my junk drawer. Everything that doesn't really fit into something. But starting up here, this is my hygiene area. Just small thing of Body Glide, some camp soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, all goes into a bag with some of my favorite dry paper towel tablets. You can see a review on that on my favorite gear 2016. And then here's my first aid kit. Just some, you know, Motrin. I got some anti-diarrhea. I have some more of those dry paper towel tablets. I keep 2 separated because everything that has a scent gets hung up at night. So if I need one of these later on, once my bear bag's up, I still have access to one of these. And then I just have a couple, you know, just a few, an antiseptic wipe, 2 or 3 sterile pads, and, you know, 4 or 5 Band-Aids. And then this is what I really like. This is Luca tape. And I just took it, and I have about 6 feet This is an old Sawyer squeeze straw. I just cut up and just repurposed it and put a bunch of Luca tape on it. Everybody has their own technique for blisters and hot spots. I have found Luca tape works really well. And I forgot to mention this in my hydration system, but this is my little scoop cuppy thingamabob. Instead of using a cut off plastic cup, this is just an old Sawyer squeeze bag. And I just cut it at a diagonal, and I just open it up, and it scoops great. I like it because I can fold it up, mishmash it. I don't got to worry about damaging it. Let's see, I got the whistle. Now that always goes in my pocket. I've got a tick key. Last year I got some ticks and I used the tweezers and I did not like them. So I got actually something called a tick key. This is just a coupler. I got this with my Sawyer squeeze, used for back flushing the Sawyer squeeze. This is the Leatherman CS, I think it's a CS2. Little tenacious tape in the background for any rips or anything. It works great on tents and anything you can name it. I think I just have a foot of tenacious tape. Spare batteries for my headlamp, and I have 15 feet of guy line with a couple safety pins. And you can see how small it is. And it literally, there it is. Literally only weighs like an ounce. So that's great. Got my Deuce of Spades trowel, some wet wipes. Obviously there's gonna be some toilet paper in there. This is a mosquito head net. And I have my Black Diamond. This is the Ion. I really like it. It's 1.8 ounces and it checks off all the boxes I like. Flashing red, variable lumen adjustment, and and a high power, so it works great. All right, electronics, keeping it easy. I got a pair of headphones. This is a Sea to Summit waterproof pouch for my phone that'll go in. Here's just cords and wall outlet. Now I'm changing up my my battery charger. I really love the RavPower 9000 that I've done a review on already, and I use it all the time. This is, but I got to give a shout out to my buddy and fellow thru hiker from last year, Craig M., also known as Spielberg, and he used the SFANS 10,000, and so I went and got one, and I've been extremely impressed. It weighs an ounce less with all of this than the RavPower 9000. I'm getting an extra 1,000 milliamps with it, so why not? Again, Craig M. If you haven't checked out his channel, by the way, he goes by the name of Spielberg. Like, if you're new to watching these vids, you need to run and just clear a weekend off and just watch his videos. They're phenomenal. And then lastly, I got the old AT passport. I'm gonna do that this year. The only other thing that I forgot was in my backpack, I do have a pack liner. I didn't show it, but I do have a pack liner in the backpack. So aside from that, I think we hit all the wickets. So that's what it looks like, all ready to roll. Sleep pad, ditty bag / junk drawer, clothes, sleeping bag, tent, food bag, and puffy jacket inside. The cook kit and steaks on this side, 2 water bottles on that side, rain jacket, kilt, trowel, Sawyer squeeze, water bag, and we're ready to roll. So thanks for watching, and leave any questions, comments, thoughts down below. Love to hear from you, and I'm excited. So I'm gonna try and do a food vid before I leave, but I'm literally losing internet in like 4 days, so I don't know what type of time I'm gonna have left. But I appreciate your support, and those of you that messaged me over the winter and asked how I was doing. And look forward to a successful and awesome thru hike.